Welcome to Gulf War, the battle after the war. I was invited to a meeting last week. I mentioned this previously. And when I got there, I noticed a bunch of printed photos and some drawings that were laid out on the table. And what I saw was very impressive. So before I show you the video of this meeting that I attended, I want to kind of set the scene. So take a moment. It's going to sound kind of silly, but close your eyes and try not to fall asleep and just listen. So in 1992, when I left the military, I didn't transition into mainstream society. I pretty much fell on my face. I spiraled into homelessness, felt like I had no hope of surviving, and this new world didn't have my back. They didn't care that I existed and ignored what they didn't understand. For a long time, I ignored what I didn't understand. So the video I'm about to share with you is both powerful, life-changing, and many other things that I'm not even trying to describe right now, to a veteran or a soldier returning from service and needing direction, inspiration, medical assistance, continuing education, compassion, patience, and so much more. So I hope you enjoy the video. I'll catch up with you at the end of it and we'll talk a little bit more. See you soon.
We're building this flagship is a very small town, so everybody knows me. So this did start a long time ago. I guess God had a plan for, I know he had a plan for me, I wouldn't be here. In 1995, probably one of the worst years of my life. Now that I had cancer, found out I could not have children, got divorced. My secretary got pregnant with someone other than her husband. My banking officer that did all my loans, she decided she fell in love, she was going to get married and move away. My attorney that did all my closings, he decided to run for judge, and no matter how hard I politicked against him, he won. So my life was like completely in, and my father retired that year to come to work, which he's an engineer. He's very linear, very methodical, kind of like all the veterans are, and I'm 36,000 feet. So, working in the same building was really comical. He was my best friend. So anyway, I got a phone call and someone asked me if I could come to Texas and work on some real estate. And yes, I could. It could not have been at better time. And with all that said, the reason that was so important on my little team that I had over 69, I had 69 closings that year in 1995. As y'all can see, I'm a workaholic. I love to work. But I couldn't have done it without that team. There's no question. So I couldn't do anything without them. So I went to Texas and said, well, this is what God meant for me to do. I'm going to be a good steward of everybody's money and handle these properties. So I was on the road, like 250 days out of the year for 15 years. And I was very blessed. I walked across this country on a handshake and met some incredible people. And like I said, did a lot of timberland, oil, mineral tracts, and loved it. But kind of near the end, I had one of my clients, he was actually a man on 35 acres in the middle of about 20,000 acres, pulled a gun on my bulldozer operator. And I said, well, my goodness, Mr. Matthews, put the gun down if you lost your mind. I had no idea he had. So it was a big mess. And I said, well, I'll just go find the sheriff. It turned out this little town in Tennessee, there was no sheriff. There was a constable that also ran the only hotel there. I said, Mr. Matthews just pulled a gun on Billy Joe Wilson, my bulldozer operator. We can't have that. He goes, ma'am, I suggest you calm down. There's 3 more weeks left of harvest season. I said, harvest season? What are you talking about? He goes, marijuana. Let me get his marijuana out of there and everything will be fine. I went, and furthermore, Mr. Matthews had killed 2 people. They never served a day in jail. Needless to say, I was frightened to ever go back to see Mr. Matthews. The last time I saw him, my kneecaps were shaking. I closed one more deal after that, and I said, God, he's been good to me. I'm done. I'm retired. Because that was just me by myself. Hollers of Tennessee to Montana to Kentucky, everywhere. So I retired, and didn't last very long. I was pretty young. So I said, well, what can I do? What can I do for my little community? It's a little bitty small town of Portland, Georgia. So I went in and I did something called Smile Fest. We had over 300 kids came in, a dentist volunteer, got their teeth done. It was amazing how many of those babies had never seen a dentist. They were 16, 17-year-olds. When I say babies, I mean up to 18 years old. Never seen a dentist. And that was easy. Everybody wrapped around it. It was wonderful. Then the helped some children. There was 500 some odd kids in the Department of Children and Family that had no Christmas. They were orphans. It was made a few phone calls. All of a sudden we had Walmart donate bikes. Everything was going. That was easy. Thank you, Jesus. This is good. We're blessing all these people. I was able to get the sheriff's department, the police department involved. It wasn't always bad when the sheriff came for mom and dad. It was a good thing. Then we started a food bank. We were feeding over 200 people every 2 weeks out of that food bank. It was just beautiful. It was incredible. Everything just coming together. And then I met this my secretary. She was sassy as she could be, young, married to an Air Force sniper. We'd been on vacation together. Here's one man with 3 women for 10 days in Beaver Creek. He was wonderful. He handled it. And it was 3 high maintenance women. They were just like me. So just love that youngin so much. 2 tours later, he was unrecognizable. And won't tell stories, I'll be crying. But that's where this all started. Because all of a sudden, everything was so easy to help foster kids, help kids with dentists, help get a food bank. Here comes a veteran, a hero, and it was just, I hit a wall. And everywhere I called, I just got more and more questions. I could never get an answer. And I always feel like, oh, I can do it. I can fix anything. Just hold on a minute, baby. You calm down. You get a hold of yourself. Let me help you. And I wasn't able to. And that's where this all started. So that's been a long time ago. About 10 years ago, I've been doing this, you guys. And it's lots of highs and lows, lots of different partners coming. And I finally found the right partner, which is a veteran. That's what I needed at the very beginning, that would fight alongside me and with me. So hundreds of interviews. This is how, I guess you can see my brochure in the back or look on the website. This is what the veterans have asked for. This has taken hours and hours and hours to pull this together. And I feel like every bit of me, that this is the answer. I haven't met a troop yet that wants to be on unemployment, disability, or drugs. And that's what the government provides for them right now. However, we got a president in house right that's done a lot. It's making just amazing strides. I know you guys all know that we have 3 consecutive pay raises. Just wiped away $750 million in student debt for disabled veterans. And there's so many good things. It's just a great time to be a veteran is now. The country's coming together. It's one thing we all agree on. So we have bought the property here in the Phoenix Springs. It's Walton County. There's about 300,000 veterans in this area. The entire property is 1,400 acres. Veterans Lodge is not for profit. We own 200 acres. The 1,200 acres wrapping around this are all supporting mechanisms of the Veterans Lodge. Jobs are key. Every person that will come into this property, and not one person has complained or said anything but absolutely. They're going to buy into Veterans Lodge to keep it sustainable. They are going to have a priority hiring for veterans. They can hire civilians, but they give priority hiring to our veterans. And they give back each year. I don't want to change their profit margin. I want them to be profitable. But most importantly, Veterans Lodge is to be sustainable. And one good thing about the Veterans Lodge model is we are sustainable. So, Veterans Lodge is sustainable, which is a unique part of most not-for-profits on its own through the rehabilitation. We've been very blessed. Dr. Kurt Morrow is the chief medical director that has come in, and he has donated his licensures. He has licensures in 12 states that he's given to Veterans Lodge, which is just amazing. He's one of the people that helped found Health South, which is the largest rehabilitation in the country. So he's very educated, very knowledgeable, just has a huge heart for this. We have got, we are 501c3. We are a nationwide network. We'll take veterans from all over the country, and we will be all throughout the country. It's crazy how already several states have already called with lands wanting a Veterans Lodge in their state, which is just a blessing. We'll have education. We've got partnerships at University of Florida, Northwest State College, Emerald Coast Technical College, and FAMU, which is incredible. They are all going to be on ministry is, what they're bringing with experience from their military career, set that troop and their families will have a blueprint for them when they come and decide which way they go. We've got the job training and job placement. Another partner of ours is Career Source. They are awesome. We have got a super incredible group of guys up there and girls in Walton County with the Career Source. And they will track that veteran once they leave the Veterans Lodge site on how their career path goes. And if there's anything different we can change, we will change that. Of course, healthcare, the physical rehabilitation, we'll have occupational therapies, vocational therapies, recreational therapies. We're going to have something unique that I don't know if anybody else has this or not. I haven't done the research on that. But we're going to have an entire city block replicated outside of the therapy for the vision and hearing impaired. Also for the training, real life training of getting in a car with the wheelchairs. You go head first, butt first. I don't know. I don't know that anybody knows when they first come out. We want to be able to walk them through that. And when you get to crosswalks, there's pebbles on the sidewalks. I didn't know what that meant, so I got into this. It's for someone that has vision impairment or hearing impairment. There's beeps and sounds. What do those sounds mean for the crosswalks when you go? So we're going to have an entire city block, beach sand, gravel, incline, decline, all different aggregates, carpet, tile. We want them to feel the real life. During this healthcare is all outpatient therapy. We have 88 units in the first phase that are going to be built. Tempur-Pedic just offered to donate us beds for all those, and also send a brand new bed home with each veteran that comes through there, which is awesome. We just got that. They'll be able to stay, come in and get their units of therapy, and then come back the next day, or if it's 2 days, whatever they can do, versus driving 200 miles, getting their 6 units of therapy, coming home, coming back in 2 weeks. So we want to truly get healed there physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. Of course, that comes with quality of life. Quality of life is most important. We get them their education, we get their job training. We got to make sure their heart's restored, their soul's whole, and they feel good, they're healthy, they're everything's set in life so they can be the most successful we can ever have coming out.
Real quick, quality and all that we just talked about. So follow-up to all that, is there any follow-up to that? Is that in the slide cover?
Yeah, Career Source. Career Source is going to help track them through their job training. ORW they're my partner. There will be follow-up too, and it's on the phone. It's not just or in person. I know that the new way of things is a lot of computers and check-ins and everything's online. That's not, the veterans don't work. We need to see that veteran eye to eye. They're good at saying, I'm fine, I don't need any help. We want in person.
So one of the common things that I've heard is that it's kind of like a missile fired away, we don't know really truly is, because there's no real follow-up in a lot of different programs. And so when you're helping a veteran, you gotta see it all the way through, because if not, I'm not saying you waste it all, but sometimes it's wasted. Because if you don't know that you're on target, and then I assume that there would be a mentorship program associated with those while they're there and all that stuff.
We're gonna, we want this to be mission complete. That was what the Wing Commander called this when he saw it. This is mission complete here. We're also gonna have assisted living and memory care that will be in the third phase. Second phase is gonna be we're gonna have housing that's gonna be here. There's a local bank that will provide VA financing, which is 0% down, 40-year amortization. It's 2.5% interest. Banks don't want to do it. There's no money in it. This bank wants to do it, and we want to have not just affordable. We want desirable houses to be built. We have 450 units of houses that will be on site. We also have apartments. So a lot of people may not leave here. There's already 300,000 in this area. It's a great place to retire. A lot of people may not leave this whole campus. And what's incredible, especially the Vietnam era veterans, they're so good about volunteering. And we want the community to be involved. That's very important. The community's there. The churches have all reached out. They want to be a part of this to stay with the veteran, have that true mentorship program.
What do you expect to be permanent party versus transit party? Permanent party that will live on the premises in transit quarters
Nobody will live on the 200 acres permanent.
at all.
No, it's all outpatient. That is their healing, job training, education, no permanent.
No instructors will live there.
How does a veteran qualify to be accepted for this?
We'll take a lot of veterans straight out of the Warrior Transition Battalion. we'll take a lot out of the hospitals, straight out of acute rehab. We'll take them after drug rehab or alcohol rehab, because we're not alcohol or drug rehab. Or we'll take someone that was homeless, is transitioned up before he's living permanent, and then we can take him after that. The demand, right now is 14,000. We're never gonna have more than 300, well, a rolling number of 300 is our capacity. We're gonna start at 175 to 200. If we wanna truly heal this truth, we don't, if it takes 3 weeks or it takes 6 months, we're not gonna rush them out. But that demand is 14,000 needs to come through here right now. Isn't that amazing?
All veterans, regardless of type of discharge, era of service, whether they were combat or non-combat? Okay. What about families?
Yes, that's in our second phase. Families, they have a post-secondary, hopefully, I'll tell you, a post-secondary stress disorder. It's just real, I mean, it's terrible. And they serve too. That woman's in the military, just like the man is. They've given up just as much. We want the families whole. So if we can't get them whole, how's the troop gonna go back in there? It doesn't work. And it's amazing that a lot of the ones that have a strong family, strong lives, there's so much, they've done a better job. It is factual. That's true. They need it.
What does the relationship with the local universities and colleges encompass?
Oh.
You mentioned like UF and FAMU.
University of Florida and FAMU they're gonna focus on the agribusiness side. That is a huge ask from the veterans. They want those cows. I guess they don't talk back. They want to work with the beef cattle. They love aquaponics, hydroponics. They're gonna do fish ponds on there. They want to do like Scotch bonnet peppers. There's different things that make a lot of money. They're gonna work. The college wants to come up with a program. Military. They have a name for it. Military training, or military task program or something. They got a name for it. They're doing that right now for how that will work. And so they can learn this business and actually make money off of it too. And part of it comes to the veteran as they're working through it. And help them get to an entrepreneurship program. USDA loves Veterans Lodge, that with Mike Beatty and all those guys. They need 1 million new farmers right now. They love everyone to be veterans if they could. So they've got a lot of entrepreneurship programs that will come after this. The FAMU is working very closely and University of Florida with USDA on getting those grants and stuff as they come out of Veterans Lodge. So, and then Emerald Coast Technical College, they're going to do HVAC and electrical. Northwest State College wants to focus on the nursing. They're the #1 for its percentages in the entire state for veterans enrolled at Northwest Florida State College. So each one is going to do whatever they're the most excellent at. They got to come through a little process with me and my board. Whoever's the best at each is what we want. So we want excellence for our veterans. They can give us the best certificate, the best chance for a job. And a lot of the corporate.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but that funding, is it paid through like the veterans like GI bills, or is it all donations from?
We got 250. Well, another thing done this year is 250% increase in the GI Bill funding. That's huge. They're making them get the money out. Let these babies have it. They deserve it. So a lot of them come do that, and then private funding, and then do the colleges. We'll do it through programmatic dollars. The legislature just reoccurring dollars for that. So each of them are like, come back. We also are very there's a unique fund right there in our area. It's called the Triumph Gulf Coast Grant, I think is what it's called. But it's from the BP oil spill. There's a $20 billion fund. Can y'all believe that? $20 billion. And they love anything educational. So what they do, they'll take how many certificates, how many graduates you'll have. They'll put a dollar amount on that certificate. You get it in a 5-year tranche. So if they get $2 million, you do 40 certificates every semester welding. Or they do it that way. So that's another blessing. It's a grant that the college gets to have. And the colleges, that will be their, we will never be an education, Veterans Lodge one. We'll let the colleges operate that each. It's about 24,000 square feet we're putting in education. Yeah. So there we go. That's about what I'm bringing all that. Yeah, there's the public and private partnerships. We want to work like business near there, because we're an employee generator for them. So, but we have a guy named Jamal Anderson who's the head of Enterprise Florida, and he's a veteran. There's one company looking now that wants to employ 2,000 people, which is huge. They're gonna do a vegetable processing. Hello, Bellevue and University of Florida, training their troops right now. They would love to have veterans, because they're very linear, they're very methodical. You guys outwork us civilians 5 to 1. It's just incredible. So, and another IT company's looking, they want to hire veterans. And there's tax incentives to hire veterans too, so it's lots of good things. So,
Julie, so that property will be self-sustaining in many ways.
oh yes,
So they're kind of like a military base that's self-sustaining for their food and
yes. There'll be cafeteria on site.
emergency rooms set up there.
We have a hospital next door,
Everybody.
which is such a blessing because they have their MRIs, their CAT scans, their labs. We don't have to do anything. We're gonna be able to transport them right there.
So we know there's an increase, so we can grab this following funding, they increase their.
Well, they're in the hyperbaric chamber. It's about $3 million.
Yeah.
I don't have to pay for it. So, that's just another blessing, and they literally are right there, doing our property on the south side. So, and it's owned by a veteran, run by a veteran, and has 2 surgeons that are veterans. So they know how to speak the language. A lot of the, veterans I've dealt with, they feel inundated by civilians. They feel like we don't communicate, we don't understand them. So here, every veteran I've sent to this little hospital has been so happy. So it's great. Oh, hospitality and culinary, that's a big deal in Walton County. As y'all know, 30A, it's amazing. We go from $1,500 a square foot, was the last house that sold, $1,500 a square foot. It's 20 miles from where this is. And we are one of the most severely distressed areas of in the North Walton County versus South Walton County. So hospitality and culinary, huge. So we're gonna be training that too through the college.
When is construction gonna begin?
Oh, I hope in 3 months.
3 months.
Yes. We have been delayed through the city. When we bought the property, they said they had water and sewer. It does not. So, yes, we're walking through that. And there's no need to get upset. It was an honest mistake. They thought they did. They put it in writing. We don't want to go down the bad road. We want to just help them. So I hired a lobbyist. And that's one thing I will ask of anybody here today that do need very much. I have a list of congressmen, representatives that are in the state. We need that water and sewer bill passed. It's about $2 million total, for what we need. We need that. We've gotta have sewer and water supply. That's number 1. We're ready, set, go. I didn't bring y'all all the maps. I've got a development order, detailed. We spent $57,000 just for the topo survey. So we thought there was water and sewer. We moved through, we turned everything in, $400,000 for the turn in, and there's no capacity for sewer. I did have a heart attack. They've asked me not to go to any more meetings. No, I'm kidding. I didn't have that. I didn't have a heart attack though. So, but all you can do is get the sewer water. So we're helping them walk through that process with the capital now. Been there the past few months.
So we're water hours.
We got power. Chump is putting in that. They're a rural electric co-op, and they're a great partner. It's actually the USDA. They can get grants.
Cable.
All that. We got all that. We're good. We don't have sewer water. We gotta get, but we're close on that. We made it through the House unanimously. At the Senate, we got one of the things appropriated, not enough money. But they said that's how it goes. They do placeholders. We got a legislative person right there. Suppose they do placeholders. I think they put 250,000. Then you go back and get more money. I'm not sure how that. I've
Yeah,
never done that.
A lot of it's like earmarked.
Earmark.
Ooh, don't say that word. That's a bad word in the house.
Yeah. But that's where we're at with it. I feel confident they'll do it, but I know that they don't want the little city to be in trouble, because they would be in trouble, because they did represent it. We're keeping the high road. There's no need to be ugly about it. It was an honest mistake, because they do love this project, and they do love the veterans. So we're gonna just try and help them get us some zero water. Yeah, well, I said a lot of this at the very beginning. That's okay. Yeah, well, they would put aquatic therapy, audiology, yoga, meditation, we have art therapy. There's lots of programs we're gonna have. You guys do a lot with the eye movement. Ryan, I can't think of his name right now. We have a vision impairment therapy too. research, we're gonna just provide excellence, whatever the most excellent product, training, research we can provide is gonna be provided here. And we want other not-for-profits or other programs that are working, we want them to be with us. This is not about me, this is all about the veterans. Any program that works, we want them on site and that truly have the right heart and their heart aligns with ours. We want them on board, whatever's the most excellent program.
So Julie, with the limited number of, given the whole number of 1.5 years, with the limited number of availability for that, how did you get chosen to work?
Rolling number.
First come, first
First come,
served?
first served. Yeah. That's the only way we can do it.
For those that live a good distance away, are there any nonprofits or your organization help fund their parents to travel to and from?
Yeah, we have a whole booth on the ground. That's just actually March 1st is the first meeting. That will do anything that they can pay for. Because whatever, we want them not to have to spend any money while
No
they're there.
out-of-pocket expenses before, during the program?
So we're gonna have to have a gap coverage there. So for March 1st, Sunday, a couple Sundays away, first Sunday. And I don't know how I feel about Eddie Gallagher, but he stepped in and wants to kind of be the boots on the ground. He wants to do some swim and run marathons and different things like that. His wife, he saw this and was like moved to tears over it. He goes, I need this. I'm like, dude. I didn't say it like that, but I mean, it'd be great for him to come do this program. They're going to start March 1st. And that will be a group of boots on the ground volunteers raising money for the gaps. Oh, Operation Restore Warrior, they're a partner. I can't believe they want to be my partner. I'm so thankful. I had really been worried about how I was going to handle the faith-based part of this. And, I don't know about y'all, a lot of worse things have happened when someone had a Bible in their hand and broke my trust, and it was very hurtful because you let your guard down. So what I didn't want to happen is my troops be on this site and someone do something to them. On my watch, I feel like I call all my babies. And a lot of the chaplains sometimes are so educated they forget who Jesus is and who the Lord is and what it's about. They're beyond all that. And I was like, how am I going to handle this? And God, this is very important. This is faith-based. I wouldn't be here without the Lord. There's no question about it. He's had his hands all the way through this. So I met these guys and went through their program. They called it Drop Zone. I actually sent my husband through it because I wanted to go through the longer version just to make double sure. And they're incredible, y'all. They've had they're national. They've been they're doing it for 10 years, and they had over 2,300 vets that come through without one suicide.
Wow.
And it's just because they developed that relationship with Jesus. They met a best friend. And one of the young men, he spoke with me at a luncheon, a hope luncheon the other day, and he had been homebound for 10 years. He could not eat food that wasn't soft. Even then, he had to take so many pills for his anxiety to make sure he didn't choke. He had a beautiful brand new truck. His wife had bought him. He couldn't get it and drive it because he would be so drugged that he wasn't able to drive it. 10 years, and y'all, he was so good looking. I was like, I want him to go everywhere with me. He was beautiful. Anyway, that baby was 10 years, y'all, and he finally was done. And it just turned out someone who he had saved without got him to Operation Restore Warrior. And if he was so drugged by the time he got there, it was just crazy to get him in a plane. It was very, very hard on him. That child ate a cheeseburger that day and stood up and spoke in front of 100 people in that lunch. It was unbelievable. Y'all, he is restored, he is changed, and he can drive. He's now helping me to help other people here on this project. He's out there wanting to mow and do everything. This is beautiful. Learning about that. They have 80 homes. They'll be overnight accommodation, outpatient.
Okay.
And it'll be a small town
I
when
have
it's
to
done.
leave soon, but I just want to say,
Yes.
where you are west of Palace, it's kind of far from here. Maybe it would be prudent to do real estate, look around at Lakewood Ranch in Manatee County or Sarasota County and snap up another 200-300 acres now. Let it sit there, and then 5 years from now, no one can
piece of one love.
Yeah, I've never considered this area, but he's brought my attention to this.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the short video presentation that I attended last week. By 2020, the number of veterans is expected to increase by 1.2 million, putting further strain on an already overwhelmed system, as you guys already know, or at least those of us that are in the system. So it's important to have programs like this around, and hopefully they'll continue to grow. It was a pleasure to meet somebody who has such a passion for veterans and veteran health and helping to assimilate us back into the community so that we can learn how to use the tools that we learned in the military in civilian life, and have somebody to guide us and talk to and educate us and move us through a more polished system that works better for veterans. So I just wanted to say thank you for the organization that's put all this together and is doing this for all veterans. I think it's something that's just fantastic. And that's all I have for today. Again, remember, this coming week is the conference down in Davie at Nova University from 9 to 11. The information is on my Gulf War page at Gulf War Vets. If you need the flyer, please PM me and I will send it to you, because you do have to register even though it's free. And that's it. That's all I have. You have a wonderful day, wonderful rest of your week, and don't forget to hug a vet.